is one that you're not going to find. And I'm glad to say. Just like Kanye did. But no, was it?
No,
It's Diddy. It's Diddy.
Oh, did he?
Diddy was like, hey, listen, I ain't in those files.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
I ain't got nothing to do with me.
wait, even he's not on.
He was doing his own thing, bro.
Jay-Z's in them,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but
Jay-Z,
but Diddy's
yeah.
not in these ones.
That's interesting.
Someone said his dick wasn't big enough, but
That's peak. Okay, cool. So, yes, so I guess we're talking about the Epstein files. Then,
Yep.
yeah. So, who has most intel about who wants to like bring?
I mean,
it
I
in
don't have the
yeah.
intel, but I could open it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
sure,
no,
sure.
before you open it, I just want to remind, like, we've done countless episodes on Epstein. Oh, have we? No, we've done a
quite
few.
a few.
We've done a few.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not the delations, but we've done a few. We've done a few.
Saga.
Yeah, the whole Epstein scenario has been an interesting one. But yeah, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so everyone and their dog knows about the Epstein files.
I'm so sure about that though.
What files?
I mean, okay.
Let's say them-
let me not say people don't know about it.
If
but
you're
you've been
online,
sleeping under a rock or living in a fridge or doing both for the past like couple years, you wouldn't know or about Jeffrey Epstein or all of the files that have been released following an investigation. Basically, he was a known child sex trafficker, amongst other things, and he died precariously in prison. I have maintained the opinion that his death was faked because, look, I think now that things are coming out about the power and influence he had, a guy like that doesn't die in prison.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
If a guy is like on the phone messaging someone who's answering questions in Congress and doing all this stuff, he doesn't just die in prison. You know what I'm saying? The crackhead they script up of the Las Vegas Skid Row, he dies in prison. Unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but he does die in prison. But yeah, a guy like Jeffrey Epstein, he doesn't.
What names so far have been implemented? We're talking about Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get onto the
Clinton.
names.
Yeah,
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 from
exactly,
Donald
yeah.
Trump, Hillary, well, the Clinton.
Clintons.
Sorry, let me say Hillary. That was a knee jerk.
Hillary.
That was a knee jerk. Sorry, it was Bubba.
Chilukins.
But yeah, Prince Andrew, loads of Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
Loads of people have
Elon?
been.
Pusha T.
Elon, yes.
Pusha T. That one was a bit left field.
Yeah, I
didn't
can't
expect
lie.
Pusha T
Didn't expect
at all,
that.
Chris
bro.
Tucker,
Chris
Yeah,
Tucker.
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker's been. Yeah, he's been on that.
Brett Ratner, the
I
guy who directed the Melania documentary. The Rush Hour guy, the guy who did Rush Hour.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
yeah,
fair.
he's
They're
I mean,
all in on it.
Wow.
It's
It's the
important
whole of
to
Hollywood.
preface this with Jeffrey Epstein also just generally threw a lot of parties.
Yeah.
So people would go to the island and not necessarily partake in,
Oh yeah, because it's like
child sex, fucking pedophilia
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's like Richard Branson's
Really?
there.
Oh,
perfect
Bill
couple.
Gates
Yeah,
is there.
There was
fucking-
quite a
Nah,
few people that-
Bill Gates was doing a mad thing.
Yeah, I mean, some of those people that got there were there loads,
Yeah.
but the one-offs couple times, you know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
That's true.
Oh, so it's a bit like the Diddy-lation thing in the sense of like everyone went to a Diddy party, but like certain people
Yeah.
Just went
What-
for the
what-
after
yeah,
party.
yeah,
They
They
went
went
to
to
the pre-cops,
the
you know what I'm
deeper,
saying?
the deeper, darker layers of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
But,
People went to
yeah.
Diddy parties. People went to Epstein parties, but Epstein never went to a Diddy party.
Hey.
I don't
Diddy
think
never went to
Diddy
Epstein.
never went to it.
Yeah,
They didn't cross.
Listen, bro, that's what happens with competition.
Yeah.
This is a classic Pepsi and Coke situation. Nike and Adidas. Like, bro.
Donald's and Burger King.
I like that.
But yeah, so there was obviously a criminal investigation that was launched, and they amassed this massive report, which they called the Epstein Files. And it's been kind of a talking point for the past year, 2, 3 years at this point. Donald Trump has been pump faking releasing these to try and get him a vote. He's now obviously gotten into power, and all of a sudden, I think it wasn't even that long ago. Probably a couple months like talk about Epstein files, and he was like, "What files? What Epstein files?" Like, I don't know what you're talking about. As if to just wash the whole situation away.
Yeah, then a few weeks later, someone asked him about it. He's like, "What? You guys are still talking about that?"
Yeah, you guys don't talk about this file. There's no Epstein file. There's no Epstein file. Anyway, 3 million pages later, we found that there's some remnants of the Epstein files that do remain. There could be another 3 million pages. Who knows? This is just the 3 million they've released after they swore that they've released kind of everything that they were going to release to the public. But
you know, I was gonna think about this, yeah, right? Which is that like the how do I say the reaction to it. I mean, obviously, well, we can kind of get into like the thing of like how much of it is necessarily real, how much of it's not, because obviously on Twitter and Telegram, and
Correct.
etc.,
It's a very
people been having
precarious time where you can just fake anything.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. But so I was gonna go on like a deep end about all that stuff, yeah. But like, I'll let certain people slide and stuff, yeah, right. But the point I was gonna say more was about what years are we talking? What in terms of timeline? Because in terms of like the Jeffrey Epstein thing, talk to me as if you're talking to an audience member who like barely knows about this kind of stuff, yeah, right? In the sense of like, I don't know. Is it like from the 90s? Is it from
Yes.
the 2000s?
From before that, actually, because he
Okay,
took over from
Yeah.
from who is it? Oh, Ghislaine's dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was seen in the office with Robert Maxwell. He was
So-
the guy who owned all the British. He had the British newspapers and so.
So what in terms of like chronology? Yeah, like
Yeah.
what year are we kind of talking about the start of all of this jazz?
Okay, so-
and then like what is the end point? Because I don't even know. For me,
Yeah.
I know so little about it. I don't even know when Epstein died and all that shit. Like, so
Alright.
you need
I'm
to
not-
break it down.
Okay,
to like
cool.
this and that. Yeah.
I don't. My timeline is not fantastic, but I
Yeah.
know like the first time somebody said that they witnessed Epstein in the corridors of power in the late 80s. Yeah. He's known to have been about since then.
So he's deep within the deep state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
And-
these man were sending emails in the late 80s. That's a boss move, though.
Yeah.
They had the technology.
That's a boss
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
They had the tech. They had all the tech. They could have done. They could have done that.
That's only like government and like military.
Yeah,
people who had
You
that.
need to be like up there.
You are up.
Telling me about email in the, what, 1980? What are you talking about email, bro?
So, yeah.
And then he died. What kind of year?
Was it 20?
2019.
2019.
Yeah, I don't think he saw COVID.
Oh, okay.
Convenient.
He knew it was coming.
He knew it was coming. Maybe he did see COVID.
But yeah.
Maybe that's why we didn't see him.
And the first
Listen, honestly, go on.
the first time he was convicted, I think it was 2007 or 2008. It was that period where he was first convicted for sex crimes. He was convicted for soliciting a minor and soliciting a prostitute. I think those are the two things. So he already did a few months in prison.
Wait,
Tier
hold
3
on,
predator.
Wait, hold on. If he's that high up, how comes he got convicted in the first place back then? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
in terms of like, if
okay.
he's moving them kind of circles, surely you. That's wild.
Okay, no, but look, okay, I understand how you're looking at it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
look at it like this: if he's doing all of that, why is he only doing a few months in prison? Like for me.
Oh yeah,
you
no,
understand?
sure. In that sense, yeah.
like he's-
What I'm saying is like, wouldn't you keep someone like that squeaky clean on record rather than like giving them like a conviction in like 2? Yeah.
When- I always say-
no, 'cause I hear what you're saying as
Yeah.
well. That does make sense in
Yeah.
terms
No,
of like,
but I
oh,
think this is to show
Somebody
him
blew the whistle, bro.
oh,
What's
because
he gonna do? A dead man can't talk. He's out of his own interest. It's out. It's within his best interest to not talk now that he's dead.
so okay, so he's so within this year, right? Is he how to say? Is he the ringleader or is he like the plug in terms of like how major was this guy? Yeah, is he just one cog in the machine who is just controlling things, or are there people controlling him from above or whatever? Or is it an interchangeable role?
I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. I think people who have just found out about the situation,
Yeah.
a lot of them would be inclined to believe that he was the ringleader. But
Mm.
from everything I know about it, I think that he is a big cog in the system. But I
Yeah.
think he's a cog in the
Yeah,
system.
he's a big cognitive system, but
Yeah.
ultimately, he was a fool guy.
Ah, okay.
The powers at B
Mm.
saw this thing unfolding and said, "Hey, Jeff, my dog, but you're gonna have to take this L."
Wait. Okay, so this is where we kind of get onto the deeper part of it, which is,
Yeah.
did he do this on his own volition, or was he paid by people to do X, Y, Z?
Again, these are questions. These are questions that we don't know yet. So,
No, but obviously in
but
terms of like
if-
the mainstream, but then
yeah.
what's the alternative?
Okay, so the way
thing with-
I wouldn't even say mainstream. What I'll say is from everything that's come out recently and from people who have just discovered this thing,
Mhm.
yeah, he's like I said, he's the ringleader. He's the guy. There's people who have just found out about this can't see beyond Epstein. They don't have the information or even the knowledge to see beyond him because he is the story right now. But if you've been aware of this stuff for a long time and you've been aware of the whole story of Jeffrey Epstein and what he's been doing, like if you've been following Whitney Webb, the lady who escorted to South America, so she's been reporting on it. Yeah, listen, every time we mention it, you say you don't know who she is. But I'm just saying, like she's the person who first put the Epstein name in the mainstream. Because remember, there was a time we came up with a theory that maybe she's making up as well. Innit?
What? So she, sorry, like, see, because I'm bad with names.
Oh yeah,
so
she's just a lady. Yeah.
Oh, so is she like a whistleblower to all this shit, or
I mean,
was she a
I don't think
main high up person?
She wasn't. She's a journalist, isn't it?
Oh, so she like investigated it
Yeah.
and then was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a story here. Oh,
Exactly.
okay,
And then
okay.
she's
oh,
come-
so she,
She's been able to feel like she's known about all this stuff for long. Like all this stuff coming out. She's written about all
Oh,
this
this is
stuff.
a little bit like who's pedo man who's on BBC? What's his name?
Well, he's
Not
Savile?
Gary Glitter. Savile. It's a little bit like Savile, where like if you go back, people knew about it back in the 1670s, like, but it was just covered up for a long time. Is it that sort of thing where like people at the time knew about it? It was a thing where it's nowadays like, or like later, that people had to dig deep. Do you see what I'm saying?
like I said, it will never be on the news. But it was like I say, Epstein was well. Imagine this, bro. He's known by Bill Gates. He's known by all the top billionaires that have been around for such a long time. They all know him. So
Some editor in chief will see that story and just swipe it away with
this is
something
what I'm
else.
saying.
Bro.
Like that'll come up on the news desk and he'll be like, "Nah, I want to talk about that."
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah. Because on the face of it, it's like, okay. So this is like an island, like you said with was it?
Mystique.
Mystique. Yeah. Exactly. So an example of like a Caribbean island. It's a private island. People come to the island. And
Who are allowed?
exactly those who are allowed and stuff. Yeah. And it's kind of like, yeah. So it wouldn't, on the face of it, a bunch of billionaires and famous people coming to an island would be like, yeah, that's kind of rich people shit. Like, yeah, obviously they would like want to just chill and party and stuff. So yeah, so where did the nefarious kiddie shit come into the story? When did that story break, basically?
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I feel like that's been known about for such a long time because he did the thing for Solicitor's fault. Imagine this, like there's so many stories of Epstein, of people coming out and saying, yeah, this guy, like Donald. So apparently the story goes that there was a girl at Donald Trump who was working at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Epstein used to call her to come to his place for house calls. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what she was doing. And then she reported him to start her staff at Mar-a-Lago. I think it was Mar-a-Lago, one of Donald Trump's places. And they faxed a letter to Donald Trump to his office saying a friend Jeffrey Epstein has been doing this to this person. Apparently they kicked him out of the club. This is a story that someone told him. I don't know if it's true, but this is a story that somebody told to get Donald Trump out of the heat, because you know he's in a bit of heat.
Oh, yeah, actually, not. To be fair, I just remembered a point I was gonna make like about 5-10 minutes ago, which is that actually the blowout contest hasn't been politically as deep as I was expecting
For Trump.
Not just Trump yet, but because it's not just Trump. Because it's the Clintons.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know how true this is. Apparently, even Mamdani's mum is involved. I don't know if it's
Swear
true.
down.
I don't know if it's
I've seen
true.
a couple
I don't know if
pictures.
it's
I don't
not
know if it's
true.
Photoshop or
Yeah,
not.
exactly. Yeah. I'm just going off of what I've seen on social media. If it's true, then it's like, how deep does this thing go? How whatever. Like but yeah, that's the thing here. So I guess in a way, the reason why people aren't like rallying to this and being like, it's because everyone's kind of got shit on their hand, basically.
Yeah.
Like, no one can go. You can't go super hard on Donald Trump because you'll have to indict the Clintons as well.
Everybody.
Everyone's got a hand dirty, basically. So yeah.
So it's a bit long, but yeah, man. So the first, like, there's constant stories of Epstein. This guy fighting these little girls to give him a massage. You got Ghislaine Maxwell bringing these girls to him in his house. This is what you need to do This is what you need to do.
She was going out and
Epstein.
finding them, bro.
What's that?
She was going out and finding them.
This is what I'm saying. She
was abducting them from Disney World.
She would get these girls to bring their friends, and they would Epstein would give them money to do whatever madness he was doing. And he apparently, listen. So imagine he's been doing this since '95, and he's only been convicted in 2007 for one count of soliciting a minor and one count of soliciting a prostitute.
That's interesting.
He's probably done it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. People probably come out and said, "Oh, this guy did," and the courts only got him on one charge, one case of it.
So okay, so you know what? See, so I'm gonna go on a tangent, but it's not a tangent, and it's more to play devil's advocate. I believe all these stories, but I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? It will sound very left field, but bear with me. The Emperor Tiberius, from Roman times, right?
Yeah.
People
went with the vocab on that one too.
Yeah, no, because like weeks ago, like I shared it in the people might not have seen this yet, but like so there was a historian who wrote about the Emperor Tiberius and a bunch of other emperors, right? He was very like decades afterwards, and a lot of the things were hearsay, right? However, those stories were mainly made up by senators, and that those senators didn't like those emperors. So, for instance, the Emperor Tiberius, the rumor that was said about him is that he had an island called Capri, and on that island there was little boys and little girls and people doing all kinds of weird shit and etc. etc. You're talking about. I mean, I'm not gonna try and get too graphic, but like, let's say he breastfed a baby with something. Does everyone understand what I'm saying? No. I'm not gonna draw a picture.
Nah, I don't know, man. Let's.
Yeah. The point is, people said wild shit about this emperor.
Okay.
Is it true? Is it not true? So to bring it back to the 21st century, these stories here about Donald Trump and Bill Clinton and Epstein, etc., how do we know any of this is true? Because obviously it's in the mainstream, but we know that the mainstream makes up shit. We know that there's files, there's conspiracies, etc. What evidence do we have other than those people who are telling us this is real?
Because no one's denying.
Because we've not been on the island, as an example of this. So if you're gonna go really deep into it, like how do we know?
Because nobody's denying.
Just
all the people that have like there's some. Donald Trump is still here. Donald Trump says he swears he's not in there. Peter Man, someone we're going to talk about later on, Peter Mandelson is involved. He's not denying it. He's even stepped down from the House of Lords. So, guys know that this is a toxic story. Like, if it wasn't real, guys would be like, alright then. I'm not.
There's no smoke without fire situation. There's a lot of smoke.
Like he's like, think about it in his situation. Yeah, he's known what he's been doing is not wrong. So as soon as they've kind of caught him in emails and this and that, he's like, oh fuck. Instead of him to have the gumption to be like deny, this they ain't got no proof. There's no proof. He's been there like.
Yeah, because even Prince Andrew, like obviously the whole Prince Andrew thing.
He tried to fight him, and then
exactly.
Man said he didn't have to sweat.
Exactly. Actually, that's true. Actually, that's true. If there was nothing going on, he would have just been like, yeah, we all met up and had a party.
Exactly.
And, there might have been some girls there.
Even
Whatever,
if
but
it was man
like if they were just clapping cheeks for boys, but it'd be like shit happens. Bro. But like, it's true. Like he was sweating in it. Like, so.
These guys have been refusing to be drawn out with this topic. So that's for me. That's the kind of giveaway, innit? That's like the sort of okay. So because
and Trump as well trying to die down the story. Like he said, people still talk about this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah. And he's hoping like by like releasing bits by bit, that people kind of get bored of it. But
it wasn't.
Sorry to interrupt.
But then that's a good question. Because you have to be devil's advocate. So yeah, man. It's a very. I've been listening to the radio. Like LBC, they're talking about that. They've been talking about that all day. Last couple of days. And okay, one point I want to make here is, and this is a point that I kind of appreciate this for a long time. But a lot of people who don't look like who don't think these things are important. Yeah, I was thinking about why is it that I look at this Epstein thing and to me it's something that takes up brain space, whereas certain guys they never heard of it. It's like I'm not trying to say that guys don't care about it. Like, people don't care if you never heard about it. You don't care about the welfare of children and stuff like that. But like to me, it's a big thing, and a lot of people never heard of it. And I was like, oh, why is that such a like? Why was that? Why is it that people can be like, oh, this like okay, do you know what? Like people couldn't put the bits and pieces together back in the day. It was always a case of, oh, that's just a conspiracy. There's no way these people are involved in this stuff, this kind of thing. Like, I wanted to know what it was that allowed people to just cut it off immediately. But upon hearing about a guy who has an island with little kids and this and that, is it just because it's not crimes for taking this knowledge, or is it just because it's not that important for you, or
what? See with a lot of things, right? See a lot of people, how do I say? People want a quiet life, and when you tell the
Fair
truth
enough.
too much,
Yeah.
people, it's like a call to action in the sense of like, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Yeah.
It's easier for the brain to just be like, I don't need to think about this.
Yeah.
Rather, if you actually deep it, if you actually deep like how corrupt the entire system is, how everything that you thought was real is actually just bullshit.
Yeah.
It's too much for people to comprehend,
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
you'd have to have a revolution. Then.
You put
Right,
every, you
you-
put
you-
you
you-
put
you-
all your
you-
life into the system.
Exactly,
you-
exactly,
yeah, and then one day you
it-
find out it's all nonsense. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's true as well. Like deep down, you're also kind of low key hoping that it gets proven to be not real.
Mm.
That way, you can still continue living your normal life.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
That's
Yeah, it throws everything into disrepute kind of thing.
I mean, to bring another kind of case without taking it too left field. For instance, someone like Tommy Robinson,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
How did he become prominent? Because of all these things. Now, if you were like living out in the shires somewhere, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to just be like, that's not real.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's mainstream news, yeah, and everyone knows it happened.
Yeah.
But like 20 years ago, it was easy to be like,
Yeah,
that sounds too far
Yeah,
far
yeah.
back. Because if you actually deep it, you go, oh, that's too much.
That's
for me.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same.
Yeah, so much shit's happened. Do you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to run back that Jay-Z tape. And listen to it backwards again. Maybe they were right. They were right. I ain't gonna lie.
That's true.
Maybe they were right.
That is true.
'Cause back then, I dismissed it as well. I was like, come off that, man. Come off that. But now, I'm gonna be there, listen, headphones in the darkness, just like, yeah.
You know what it is?
Hold on.
It's ever since he kind of dropped EA. That's when I was like, okay, this guy's there's like he's been unnecessarily like this is a guy. These guys they did an album together. Like they did,
Yeah.
and then
that
he's
was a
and
was crazy as
and
well.
he kind of just you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like, used to over there. So I was like, okay, no, he's protecting something that
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something that you know what I'm saying. There's something bigger than what he's doing that is saying you can't be associated with this.
And that,
Anyway.
and also as well, I mean, not entirely, because obviously, like the rap game, like we said, like the last week and stuff. Yeah, like, the rap game has, as a genre, might be dying out, maybe not, whatever. Right, but the thing
Yeah.
is, it's also interesting that he hasn't done an album or any sort of thing for quite some time. Now you could say, oh, he's getting old, etc. But it's also a thing where if he was doing something during this time, there would have been more eyes would have been on him.
Yeah.
He's not really been in the news or
It's
in
true.
any sort of thing for like a long time. It's kind of
If
yeah.
and if it's true, and if he needs a little bit of money, it's funny I'm saying like this, but you'll probably just send out Beyonce to release an album or something.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's what the Texas one from the other year was. Yeah.
That was
He's like, oh yeah.
cash grab. That was
Yeah,
a
man.
shameless cash
Yeah,
grab.
That's
It
what
worked.
it is.
It worked.
Yeah. It's a
Do you know
catchy
how
tune,
many black girls I saw in cowboy outfits?
Oh,
It didn't
wow.
make any sense
Yeah, man.
because we're in London to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Wow, the sheeple, they really come out in force, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
what-
Beehive is strong. Anyway,
Yeah. So see, are we gonna now address the elephant in the room with regard to the ting with the ring a ding with the zing zing zing?
What's the
I don't know,
elephant?
you didn't need to say it like that. I don't know what you were trying
Yeah,
to say.
man.
Okay, cool. Who's behind Mr. Epstein?
Bro, that's that one there.
Yeah.
You already know who it is.
You already know who it
You
is.
already know who it
you already
is.
know who it is. Come to find out why. You
Yeah.
already know who it is.
So okay,
It's a blackmail
so
operation. You already know who it is.
exactly. So for argument's sake, yeah, right. Let's kind of
Lulululu.
right. Okay, so what is so? Let's just say let's not even well, we can say whatever. Like let's say what the conspiracy theory is with regard to that as it's not even perhaps even a conspiracy theory at this point. I think evidence seems to be quite strong. What's the player? What's the reason? What's the rationale behind all of this?
I don't know.
What's the rationale? I think
I'm gonna need yeah, because me, even
I mean,
me.
a big part of this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much of a big part of it because again, outside looking in, but you've got this whole fucking Satanism demon aspect of it going on, whereby child sacrifice is actually the goal. It's not something where it's like, we just disrespect.
It's a regular objective.
Yeah. This is the aim. So I do think normally I'd say follow the P's, but I don't know where this is going. Like if it's some weird sacrifice they're making to a god for power and maybe more P's.
Can I just interject? I don't know. It could be that, but I always looked at the child sacrifice aspect as a more of a. This is what we do. This is what, like, to be in this club. This is what we do, and in order for us to know that you're not gonna talk about him, talk about that. In order to protect ourselves, you're gonna be involved in this nonsense.
DJ.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's more the elephant in the room
Yeah.
I was kind of speaking about, which is what Mr. DJ has alluded to. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just want let me just finish about the whole.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that it could very well be that they talk about it, the whole child sacrifice aspect as a sort of to the gods or whatever. I more think about it more rationally, innit? Like, I just think about, like, why would they actually do? They do it because it's the worst and it's the most heinous. And if anyone ever finds out that you're doing that, you're immediately an outcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, immediately people are looking at you. Like, that's what you need to do in order to be in this club, and you need to separate yourself from them, and you need to really be with us. And the way we do that is we sacrifice children.
But the thing is though, why? So you're assuming. Why would there need to be a need for rationality, if that makes sense? You're you're assuming. See what in terms of the child sacrifice thing, yeah, like, this is like sacrificing your children to Moloch, yeah, right, which is mentioned in the Bible. Yeah, like there's no rational thing behind idolatry. You do it because you do it. Like there's not. Like, if you actually stop and think, it's not just heinous; it's also stupid as fuck. But these people, I think they genuinely believe in it. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
You're right. There is no basis for any sort of, like, rational thinking in this kind of scenario. But
Yeah, exactly.
To me, that's, I guess I'm trying to make sense of it, which is probably not what I should be doing. But yeah, when I try to make sense of it, that's the thing that comes to my head. Like, yeah, we're fucked up in this way. This is what we do.
Because then ultimately you have to go off of people's beliefs and stuff, right?
Yeah,
and actually, to be fair,
that's true.
And actually, to be fair, this is something which people might be surprised with. I think that there's probably, I don't know this 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if Mossad and the Israeli deep state are involved in this.
Mm-hmm. That's growth for you to say.
Oh no, let's hear why he believes this first.
Exactly. Exactly. So before I kind of get into that, let me kind of like say a few other things, which is that first of all, in terms of like, I was speaking to a certain person who used to be on the show beforehand, actually, and even they agreed with this, which is obviously the nature of these files coming out and the nature of, like, online and stuff is that there's a lot of, if you want to make up fake information about this, you could kind of, because, like, no one's gonna sit down and read 3 million files, right? So
you'd be surprised, but
true. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, quite a lot of the things that people have been sharing, when you actually look at the source of it, it's literally either Telegram or Twitter, and it's like there's not actually. It's like, well, where's the source for this? So people are making some shit up on regard. So I just want to put that out, and I might also not be why I'm not responding to certain things. But it goes back to what I was saying in that other group chat as well, yeah, which is at the root of this whole issue, and pretty much every issue, is the error of Rav, right? So people who know about it, they know about it. If you don't know about it, I can't really help you much. It's just that if you understand that concept and you understand what that means, everything makes sense. If you don't understand it, nothing will make sense, basically. So my answer to all of this is error of Rav. Yeah. Error of Rav, yeah. I'm bad with pronunciation. Like, I can't speak Hebrew, but yeah. The error of Rav, yeah.
Explain.
He just said he's not going to. Are you going to explain?
I'll dip into it. People have to. Yeah. I'll dip into it because people have to do, like, actual research. But the same way that people can do actual research with regard to all these things, like, people actually have to. So, who are the number one enemy of the Jewish people throughout all of history?
Good question. I don't know.
Wait,
who's their biggest?
I'm going to go for a guess. This is a guess. And this is from someone who doesn't even know what's going on in the Bible. Is the Israelites versus No, it's not Malekith.
All the Amalekites. Good contender, but no.
Okay.
Who are their biggest ops today?
Oh.
The Arabs.
No, not
No.
not the Islamists.
No. Not even close.
Not even close.
The anti. Oh wait, the
Jesus.
the not the evangelical Christian.
Nope.
Then. Oh,
Christian
no. Maybe I think okay. Maybe it's the Jews who don't believe.
It's on the lines of that, but not
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Put it this way: think about all the goyim, which means nations, right? All the goyim throughout all history combined don't even add up to like 1/10 of the evil being done by the Erev Rav, right?
Okay.
That's how big of ops these guys are. So from pretty much from the Exodus to this present day, the biggest ops of the Jewish people have been the Erev Rav. If you think about a human, right, or any kind of thing, its shadow always is with it, right? And when that light is diminished, the shadow grows. So in the Bible, it says that the Jews will be oil logoim, which means there will be a light to the nations, right? When they dim that light, when they stop being a light to the nations, when they shrink from that role, what happens is that their shadow grows. That's the Erev Rav. So what you're seeing basically here, every ism and schism, Christianity, Islam, communism, feminism, LGBT, pedophilia, this, that, throughout all of history, Zionism, all these isms and schisms,
Labels.
not just all
Isms and
these
schisms.
idolatries.
Oh, okay.
Every one of these comes from the Erev Rav. And this is why we end up talking about this. And this is why people then end up going, it's the Jews.
So
That makes sense?
Okay.
So yeah.
The Erev Rav are
The enemies of the Jews.
It's the enemy from within, basically. Yeah.
the enemy from within.
So basically, so actually, I should do that.
I was gonna make a joke and say yeah themselves.
In a way. So people have to do more kind of research into it and stuff. Yeah. But the point is it's more kind of like at every point, people who are doing shady shit, people who are doing shit that discredits the people who actually believe in Judaism, the people who actually follow the Torah, right? People who actually believe in God. These people here, and it's not necessarily secular people, it's not necessarily, because even some people who are on the basis of religious, these are also Arab as well. It just tends to be more on the secular side and stuff, right? But throughout all the different facets of Judaism, that's essentially what it is. It's like, so whenever you have a story, you go, why is that person doing that? Why do you have an Epstein or Weinstein or Madoff or Mandelson or etc. You go, why is that person doing that? That's why they're Erev Rav. That's the like.
It just sounds like less accountability, more mental health.
Elaborate.
If you're saying it's the evil within themselves, which is somehow becomes more apparent when the light goes, that's just like someone being like, when I have the drink, my demons come out, and so I beat the shit up. Like, you can't just do that, right? That's a really poor defense on immoral actions, especially when they've gone so far.
So it's not necessarily, how do I say it? People, the Erev Rav, it's so let me just explain it. Out of Egypt, right? With Exodus, did the Exodus happen? Did it not happen? The point is, the story goes that it wasn't just Jews who left Egypt, right? A bunch of people were really impressed with Moses doing his seeming magic tricks, right? So all that, the 10 plagues, it's like, this guy's a chief sorcerer. If I come with these people, I'll learn to be an even greater sorcerer. So at every single point throughout the Bible, whenever there's idolatry, right, whenever people are doing mad stuff, whether it's worshipping a golden calf or worshipping Moloch, child sacrifice, etc., whether it's this, etc., it's at every point these people come up and undermine. So
Okay.
it's not strictly the Jewish people and stuff, but they're so intermeshed, they're so in like blended in that it's harder to distinguish who is what. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're saying it's the
Yeah.
same
No.
person.
Oh, you know what it is? Actually, the best way to describe it, actually, in a way that people might understand. There's black people and there's N-words.
Okay.
It's like that.
Okay.
How do you distinguish who's who? But who is the one who brings all the smoke? Actually, you know what? That's brilliant. I don't know. I spent the whole day thinking about how I'll translate to people, and I thought, actually, boom, that's it. Here. How do you distinguish? Because every negative stereotype about black people, that everything that black people have to struggle with and undo and have to go, it's all because of N-words.
And
It's all
so
because of N-words. And it's like, how do you distinguish who's an N-word and who's not? But if you remove the N-words, black people, everything will be calm for them. But if you allow them to grow, speak, bro.
But I hear that, but
Yeah,
I feel
see,
it's by
that's
design.
a
That's a
that-
good
that
way.
made more
I
sense. That
get
made
what you
more
mean now.
sense.
I get what you mean.
okay, so my question is, because I guess to this day we have.
Bro, hey, see, I should be a rabbi. Actually. You know what? I can speak to the masses, bro. Yeah.
This is the
yeah,
first
bro.
time
told
you,
in
bro.
succession
Hey,
he's gassed himself.
Hey,
for that
hey,
sentence.
hey, the Arab Rav are the N-words of the Jewish people. That's it, bro.
Okay.
Anyway, go.
The point, the question I was want to ask is, if you, well, I guess it's kind of, it's not really, it's a moot point because to this day the blacks have not been able to overcome the niggers. I was going to ask, like, has there ever been a time in history where the Jews were able to overcome the Arab Rav?
There have been a handful of times, yeah, and like, so for instance, so let's look at Israel. Let's look at
Didn't
the
do a very
Zionist-
good job then, did
right,
they?
Right, huh? Right. So let's look at the Zionist state, right?
Yeah.
Who is it founded by?
I know the guys.
Different, yeah, right. Were they in keeping with the Torah? Is Israel today in keeping with the Torah? No, right. Is this war being conducted in a way that's in keeping with the Torah? Are they currently doing things that's no, right? Who's the Israeli deep state? Erev Rav. Erev Rav don't care about the welfare of the Jewish people. They don't care about the life of the Jewish people. They're quite happy to drag a war out for 2 years and think about how world opinion has viewed the Jews in such a negative way. Think about all the anti-Semitism that's come from it, right? So people who actually adhere to the Torah were saying from day one, this is not how you would fight a war. You would fight a war by driving people out. You do this, etc. The whole war would be over in a few days. But it drags out. People end up hating. People end up blaming, right? So the whole world ends up focusing on 0.2% of the world's population and blames all of their problems on it. There's 200 countries in the world, but everyone's laser focused on one. Why is that? Again, it's because of Rav. They're undermining the Jewish people, right? So you ask the question of, like, has there been a time when people have a handful of times in Jewish history where people have just been like, you know what, fuck all these people and just got rid of them. But that is not the current time. That's not been throughout most of Jewish history throughout 3,000 years. And yeah.
So do you reckon?
So yeah, and so the current Israeli state, run by this deep state, run by people like Jeffrey Epstein, etc., until the Israeli people, until the Jewish people deal with these sort of vermin, yeah, that's the problem that people are going to keep having. So to be fair, the anti-Semitism is completely justified because as
Clip that.
Is this the same crane?
I hear it. So what Orthodox Jews actually believe is that it's what they say is that when Jews don't make kiddush, they the goyim make havdalah. What that means is when Jews don't sanctify themselves, when they don't act like a priestly nation, right? The nations form a separation, right? They basically discriminate against them. So basically, God uses the nations to punish the Jews. So anti-Semitism, all the people hating on Israel, all the people hating on the Jews, etc., it's completely rational and it's completely logical because when the Jews aren't doing what they're meant to be doing, this shit happens. So I could be angry at this person. So that's the wrong way of looking at it. The way to look at it is actually the Jews aren't doing what they're meant to be doing, hence why you have these vermin like Epstein and etc., getting to positions of power they have, and then everyone goes, oh, and then the problem is that people end up defending things and be like, oh no, you're anti-Semitic for bringing this stuff up, but you're missing the wider point. That makes sense, right? So that's my sermon done. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, okay, so
I was gonna say, do you think wow.
he definitely
You know what? He's just about. He's semi borderline. Like, you know what it is?
Oh, that's semi-borderline.
He no. You know what? He's.
You either are or you aren't. There's no
you know what
halfway
it is?
line.
He's. That's a good question. Because he's backed by the right wing within Israel, right? And that's pretty much the religious right. So because he kind of has to be beholden to them, he's sometimes he does the right thing and other times he doesn't, but he's more beholden to the deep state, to be fair. There's only so much that a prime minister of Israel in this current time could do. So he's kind of he's 50 he's 50-50. He's 50-50. Sometimes, well, actually, I would say 60% wrong, 40% no.
all right.
Less than that.
Let me ask you another.
Yeah,
let me ask you a question. Is there a high-profile Jew that like the world knows? Their name is on the internet in the media that is not Erev Rev, like that's popular.
That's a good question. I would say no, because the thing is,
Because they distance themselves from all this.
no. Okay, the thing is, what I would say is this year, right? If you talk about what's popular, okay, there's 8 billion people in the world, and 0.2% of them are Jews, right? And of them, maybe I would say maximum 2/3 of Jews in the world have some sort of good. Not like some sort of good, but like, I would say like a third of them are like just lost. Like there's not even whatever. And then you're talking about maybe like 10 million people at max in the world, right? And that's not many people. So certain people like that are never going to be that popular. And then if you talk about people who actually like are really sticking to it, you're talking about maybe 4, maybe 5 million people worldwide.
Okay, no.
So when you actually think like that, it's like said person's never really going to be popular.
I understand what you're saying,
And also, it's not just one rabbi; it's like multiple rabbis. Like this is the consensus amongst Orthodox rabbis going back thousands of years, which is like this is Erev Rav, this is how to identify them, etc. It's all built on knowledge and knowledge.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but
yeah,
there's like let's say let's put out let's say something. Peter Mandelson.
Yeah.
Would you say he is Erev Rav?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That there's loads of high profile, famous, bad sinners. So where are the good people that we know? We don't hear from the non Erev Rav to say, oh yeah, you people should not be doing this. You people are Erev Rav. You people are not. Or is that part of being Erev Rav?
Hold on. Okay, what's more popular, rap or gospel music?
I mean, there's gospel rap as well.
Yeah, of course there's gospel rap here, right? But what sells? What's more popular?
Yes, rap. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Why is that? Because what's
Because
good
of the Arab rap.
Okay. What's good isn't popular, right? Like what's bad is popular. So
Fair enough.
to answer that question, that's the reason. Yeah. But schmucks like fucking Mandelson, they're not rising to the top because they're vermin. Yeah.
Top schmuck.
So yeah.
Okay. Do you know what we've been going on about this?
Yeah.
We've missed UK politics has been very slow recently.
Yeah.
But
apart from last week we touched on it quite a bit because of all the defections. But true. But
this is
it's good to bring it back home. Yeah.
Peter Mandelson. The Prince of Dark Places. Tony Blair's one of his spin doctors has been caught with emails to Epstein, notifying Epstein of decisions that the European Bank have been making, and now he's had to hand in his peerage, so he's no longer in the House of Lords. Like this has hit him.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so the specific, because I just saw his name. I didn't realize the European.
Oh, okay. So there was emails that Peter Mandelson sent to Epstein talking about before the news had come out. There was going to be a 500 billion euro bailout.
Oh, because he was in the European Parliament.
Exactly. He was able to notify Epstein and help Epstein manipulate the markets with information, insider trading.
Okay.
And yeah, so he was. And we've seen one instance of it, but who knows? There may be way more.
Was he on the island?
We're not sure yet.
See. Why I like the fact that we're talking about this topic is because actually, we got like a inkling of this with like the Jimmy Savile thing, right? Which is that like we now know that at the time multiple MPs were aware of this shit because there was multiple MPs who were involved in the kiddie fiddling thing, right? But then that story it kind of died out with like it got caught up with like who's the singer who got wrongly Cliff Richard. Once it hit Cliff Richard, it kind of the story fizzled out, right? They allowed it to kind of fizzle out. This is deep and it's dark because Mandelson is obviously connected to Alistair Campbell, who's obviously connected to Tony Blair, the real Prince of Darkness, right? The Dark Lord, right? Tony Blair is linked to who? Every single person in the last 30 years, right? Everyone, right? So Mandelson, the fact that he is, because he was always the most devious, let's just say, of all the different people, right? Just in everything that he's ever done, like he's a slimy guy, right? You just know that he gets involved. So if he's even, let's say even he's the fall guy, right? Or let's say he did stuff that was so bait that he's the one who shoots off to it. Who else is involved in this shit? How deep does this go? Are we talking about every single prime minister in the last 30 years, or what are we talking about here? Are we talking about most MPs who are sitting there? What are we talking about?
I mean, listen, right now we're talking about Mandelson, and that's a toxic name. You've got Keir Starmer, who must have known, who must understand the past of Peter Mandelson, and must know that Mandelson is a dodgy, Now it's come out that Mandelson has been involved with this stuff. Where do you think that puts the current Prime Minister Keir Starmer? Like, he's had Mandelson in the back. Like, he wasn't in Washington, but knowing the kind of person he is and the kind of things he gets up to, he's had him in the back whispering in his ear. So is Keir Starmer innocent?
Is he? Yeah, he must have known.
Is he?
Must have known something.
Is he?
I think he strikes me as the kind of, I think I've said this in a previous thing, yeah, right? So forgive me for repeating.
Yeah.
He strikes me as the kind of guy who's the reason why chairs are in hotel rooms. Yeah. So I think he's probably involved, not an active participant, but definitely an active watcher.
I said he was watching from the sideline. They're watching from the bench.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's on the team, but he's just on the sidelines.
Yeah, man. So yeah, this.
That's deep.
We've known the country to be cooked, but now we've got the guy who was the prime minister back then, and another thing, like this is another reason why I don't vote. Like, I'm actively not a voter. The last time I voted was, I voted the referendum.
Oh right, okay, cool.
No.
Yeah.
I did vote referendum, but referendum I voted Remain. It wasn't a logical vote. It was an emotional vote at the time. I was like, I need my trips to Europe. But anyway, that's a different story. I don't vote, and the reason I don't vote is because I don't believe in none of these guys. I'm happy for people to vote for these people that you don't believe in. Like, it's the best chance we have. If you don't believe in this guy, listen, it's your right. It's all right. That's how it's going to do. If that's how you see it, for you to vote. But I don't believe in any of these guys. So I can't vote for them. Like, it just, I don't. My body doesn't allow me to. Body doesn't allow me to say to walk to the place and think. I think this guy's gonna. I think he might do a good thing. For me. Just I can't do it until I believe in these people. So I feel like hearing these things about Manuel and these, I feel like I'm vindicated, innit? I feel like I'm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm.
That's the deeper thing.
Yeah, because I'm like I've never looked at these guys and thought, these are the guys that are gonna do a good thing for us. Never, bro. I look at this guy's face and I'm like, this guy's a prick. I already know he's a prick.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, because like the whole new Labour project, because Blair became the leader in 1994, and like that whole team that was, he became the leader in 94, became Prime Minister in 97.
Okay.
So the thing is, like that whole team that was around him from like the earliest days, the spin doctor. I mean, even having a spin doctor, it's like, what's going on, bro? That was really good. And like, doctor, bro. You don't know what's okay, right? Okay, so it's like, okay, when the press hit you with negative shit, right, you're able to like spin it.
Oh,
so it's basically getting
professional fugazi.
About briefing everyone in the Labour Party to be like, right, this is the party line. So when the journalists hit you with stuff, you say blah 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 blah. That's it.
It's the guy in charge of the fugazi.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, wait, what was
The top gays.
the TV show from years ago, the comedy one? What was it called?
What little
Music-
bit,
no.
No. There was one.
Mock the Week?
That was one.
No,
No,
Mock the
there
Week.
was one that was like
Hello?
it was basically based off of Mandelson and
Oh,
Alice Chapman.
I know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, innit?
The thick of it.
The thick of it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thick of it's good.
Yeah.
I only saw the first season, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. The point is, it's like all that kind of stuff of like, right, how do we're dealing with, oh, this shit has come up, how do we spin this, how do we do that? Yeah. So if you're that kind of guy, like, you're gonna be kind of slimy.
Yeah.
The fact that you got a peerage from it, it's like, are you rescuing cats? Like, what the fuck? What were you doing? Why are you getting a peerage, bro? How many dicks do you suck in? Actually, let me not even say too much. Cause
I mean, I
don't want to get hit for a hate crime.
Nah, he's.
No,
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it in general. But also, I'm saying it in general.
I didn't mean it.
But also, the shoe fits in this, but I don't want to say too much.
If I called him a batty boy, is that a hate crime?
I think low key it is, yeah.
Nah,
to be fair. Yeah.
Nah, man. If you get offended, then you are a batty boy. It's not hate. It's just the truth. That's just the truth.
Okay, another dark thing about this whole thing, yeah. My opinion. So the whole Mandelson thing is twisted, isn't it? But where are you going? Where are you attacking bits of it, taking little bites out of it? The whole one. So the whole Jeffrey Epstein, essentially, he was sending him money, 75. He sent him apparently for some information. Then not to Mandelson. He sent to Mandelson's husband or boyfriend at the time, some Brazilian donny, £75,000. And in my mind, I'm thinking, Peter Mandelson is not concerned with money. Like, if he was concerned with money, he would have been a banker. This is what I'm saying. That 75 bags is not money that Mandelson needs. Like, that is a cover. I look at it as a cover. Like, if they ever find out that you were doing this for me, just show them, just out the £75,000 as, okay, he did it for the money. Nah, bruv, it's a cover. They were doing some more fucked up shit.
He's not getting bought for 75.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That money there is not what it's like. Peter Mandelson will do that, but he doesn't need £75,000. There's something else that he's doing. You just use that to fugazi the people and say, 75, I got paid to do it, so I did it.
Bro,
it's deeper than that, bro.
Random MPs that you've never heard of before, they're getting paid 75,000.
See what I'm saying?
Like,
bro?
yeah. That's not.
So that's that. I was thinking about that on the bus here. I was like, there's no, like, Peter Mandelson. That's a big man, you know. That's a serious guy. 75 bags for information like that. He's not risking anything for 75 bags. So there's something mad that him and Epstein are doing, or he knows that they know about each other, and that money is just a cover. Like, if they ever find out, just forget, like, 75 bags. He paid me 75 bags to do it, so I did it. Nah. It's definitely not that. You heard that first, bruv. That's not it. The Prince of Dark Places.
But also,
Don't forget that.
But also as well, like the fact of Mandelson. A week ago, no one was talking about Mandelson. Even on the weekend, no one was talking about.
That's
all
true.
of a sudden, his name just broke through.
He's finished.
And it's like, huh? This man was this guy. If you know, he was big for the last like 30 years.
Untouchable, bro.
He was thank you, untouchable for 30 years, and all of a sudden, his name just boom. Like that. He's the fool guy. He's the fool guy. There's something much deeper, and they're hoping that you get so sucked in with like, oh, no. It's deeper than that.
It goes way further than this, man.
Be. Yeah.
No, yeah, like I said before, like Epstein was the first fool guy. They were hoping they'd nip it in the bud with his death. Obviously, the files lingered on. Donald Trump wanted to leverage that for a campaign, and he kept that going. Now the Epstein files are out. Yeah, he might just be the next. There has to be a fool guy. This is their strategy of making it go away. Someone take the fool. It was him. He did everything. He was the ringleader. Oh yeah, he died. Everyone forget about it. What files? Epstein files. What files? I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, man. Like this is why I believe that we're missing. Like, we're getting bits and pieces, little emails, little tidbits, but we really are missing the core of this whole thing. Like, we're just on the outside of this thing, and people have made a lot of allegations. I.e., Whitney Webb was talking about, based on her research, she can assess that Epstein is Mossad and this and that. We don't actually know this stuff, so this is what remains to be seen in the file. Like these. The pile of paper, the height of the Eiffel Tower that they're saying is still left to uncover. You know what I'm saying? So,
then they don't have the control. They don't get to redact what they want. Someone's name is going to be on it. They really don't want anyone to even know this person exists.
See, because thing as well, see with Mandelson here, right? It's not just the obvious thing is obviously everyone who's involved in like in new Labour and stuff, right? I know for a fact people like David Cameron, people like George Osborne, people like Boris Johnson, all them man there. Not just they know him, they're definitely
boys.
involved.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you're talking like people like Kemi Badenoch, I think I think that's past it. I feel like she's not enough of a maid. Yeah. She's not a made person, right? I don't think like the establishment didn't bless her in that sort of way. But definitely all the man there who all went to the same private school together, all rub shoulders. They all know each other. They all went to the same school. They've been involved, bro. Yeah. So I'm waiting for Boris Johnson.
You heard it here first, people.
But also as well, it's also a thing of like who's slime scumbag, and you can just look at certain people, just their whole aura. You go scumbag. Every name I just mentioned is not even controversial. People afterwards. I don't think Sunak is. I think he's a waste man, but I don't think he's a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Like you know who's a scumbag and who's not, bro. Like just instinctively. Like,
I was gonna say something mad about Mandelson, but that's quick defamation. I'm in trouble quickly if I say that, so I'm not gonna mention that.
Yeah.
But I don't want people to forget. I said the Prince of Dark Places is not. Yeah, fuck it. It's a sexual reference. This guy, like, listen. I'm not gonna say too much more, but that 75 bags was just a cover for dirty work, other dirty things, other dirty favors that have been passed along, and with friends. And anyway, is what it is. Prince Andrew, he's had the heat taken off him a little bit because of this.
Low key, low key, but I mean they did get him in. I was gonna say 4K. It wasn't quite 4K. They got
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, bro, there was no pizza. I didn't see no pizza in any of the photos. So I already know you're chatting shit now.
Well, actually, you know what? Even actually with the Andrew thing, I don't think we've ever gone into depth with this yet, right? I don't think the king is involved.
Okay, I'm with you there.
But at the same time, we know that him and his brother never really got on. But at the same time, is he a fool guy? I don't want to get killed. I don't want to end up in the Tower of London. But I'm just saying.
Is Andrew a fool guy, you mean?
Is Andrew a fool guy for something deeper?
I mean,
I think Andrew was a fool guy when
is he
the
just a
file
freaky
started
guy?
getting released. And names started getting dropped. The first couple names, he was 100% a fool guy. He's an eye-catching name.
He was the first one.
Yeah. Prince Andrew. They were like, get his name out. They'll lap that up.
It was enough.
They threw that man into an interview room and crucified him, bro. They had to airlift him out of that bitch. Turn it off.
Actually, you know what? We need to figure out the psychology behind who they picked as a fool guy. Actually, that's a great point.
It's true.
In the sense of like, when you hear Prince Andrew, you're like, they must have everyone now. Because if it's gone all the way up to the prince, that's it. There's no one else needed to be mentioned yet. You hit the prince, right? But actually, it's true, yeah. If you have him as one guy, you've covered like 100 people.
Yeah. He got Matt Hancock, man.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's actually a deeper thing. I never clocked that. Yeah, because Matt Hancock, his scandal was before everyone else's, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was the fool guy. He was 100% the fool guy, bro.
Because when they got him, I was like,
the CCTV angle. I was like, this is peak.
This is no.
This is peak.
But I was like, but I was also like, why would they have CCTV right there?
Bro.
Why would he be there? I thought like that might have been
the
like
angle you could see the moment he squeezed the cheeks. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No. I think that might have been some MI5 thing. MI6 thing. Yeah.
That's a pure setup, bro.
Bro, he probably saw that and be like, that camera was never there. We ain't never.
That's what I'm saying. He would have.
I said there was a bush there.
That's what I'm saying. He could have gone to a cleaning company or some random thing there, bro. Like, why would he have done that?
I guarantee you, that camera that clocked him was not there last week. I guarantee you. The week before.
And now we're actually uncovering a lot of fool guys throughout the last few years.
Yeah.
Now you say it like that, everything makes sense. You're like, yeah.
I think it's because people are getting close to the truth.
Yeah.
They're just dashing out these forwards. It's just like, listen, you got to go before I do. You got to go before I do.
Yeah,
and there's
man.
obviously some big players in that pile that are still protected.
So who's next?
Who's next? Who's the next fool guy?
You think Tony Blair's next?
I think, no, Tony Blair, he's the final boss here, right? Like, because if you get Tony Blair, the system is broke because he's the Dark Lord.
We
yeah,
need to
right?
get Blair
You
ambushed.
you can't get to him, bro. Like, yeah, everyone else is before him. Yeah, like, he's not a full guy anymore.
But he's just a dog to Bush, bruv.
Actually, Bush has been quiet for the last. That's a great
He don't
point.
say anything. He doesn't. David Cameron don't make any noise.
No, but Cameron at least had that job where he was the foreign secretary.
Oh,
but,
okay,
but Bush, actually, true. He's just been. Last time I heard from him, he was fucking painting and stuff, and that was back in like 2008 or some shit. Like,
You don't make
I don't know
noise.
what he's doing now. Yeah. Yeah, the whole Bush family. Actually, the whole Bush family.
Oh.
Where the fuck are they? No, ever since Trump beat up little man, yeah, like in the
What,
debate
Jed?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. The Bush family, their history. If you know, their history goes too deep and dark.
They're
like,
very. They're going to be some of the last to come out
Yeah,
if
bro.
they're involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's hearing about the Bush family until
Yeah.
everything's done. Everyone,
Yeah.
that's it.
Everyone's pants are being pulled down, and they're like, George, I'm sorry. You have to step off the plane.
Even the Clintons, because the Clintons' name like Pizzagate. That's not. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? It's kind of mad actually. Yeah, like I think who was it? Someone in one of the chats here, like earlier today, yeah, right. It was about like all the conspiracies being true. It is actually kind of true. Yeah, when you actually deepen, like all the things that like 10 years ago, people were saying like that's
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
crazy.
Come on,
That's
crazy. There's no like if someone said about Andrew, so 10 years ago, people are like.
Conspiracy theorists have been on a generational run. They're
Yeah.
batting 550,000 to none, bruv.
I also saw something about that Princess Diana obviously resurfaced it. And about how it could have just been another fucking. Obviously, it looked a bit.
She found out about the island.
Well, yeah, she opposed the powers that be, and basically all of this sort of fishy, dark stuff that I thought was just bullshit.
What she?
I'm looking back at it and I'm like, she probably did know too much. And if it was going on back then, and I'm sure Prince Andrew was involved from early, like.
Actually, that's a good point because that actually makes so much sense here because that's her brother-in-law.
Yeah.
That's her brother. Yeah, and she was snitching on the royal family.
Yeah. I think she must have.
She
got
would have
something. They
said
were like,
what?
yeah.
No, but she might have known beforehand. Even like basically, they might have thought she was gonna blab like straight away. Actually, yeah.
So they end her off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the speed at which they end her off, yeah, like is.
If you think about it, because the way they described it, they said it was a paparazzi that they were running from.
Paparazzi in
Listen,
some Paris tunnel.
Let's listen to this. This was probably a high speed chase where a man was like, "Who's these guys chasing?" And so I'm thinking this is not a hard
Foot down, he's got a cannon.
Exactly, bro.
What weapon? The DSLR.
like paparazzi is paparazzi, bro. It's not deep that you're gonna be.
You don't need to go 90 miles an hour
bro.
in a tunnel
Come on,
while you're burst
Come on,
to get the princess away. No, this is what I'm saying. If you go back to that one,
Tinted windows would have solved that, bro. Like you don't need to do that, bro.
These guys were out. These guys were probably getting my man drunk, the driver. They were getting him bursting the thing, knowing that he's about to enter a high-speed chase with them. I'm saying it's not like these guys did the whole pager campaign in Iran. Everyone have pagers, blow up their pagers. They can do that. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. If you can do that, that is all this other stuff is light work. It's so light work.
Actually, to be fair, with the Diana thing, there's no CCTV. Yeah? So actually,
Of course there is.
if there was guys, if there was a car chasing with machine guns, and they took what from a car crash, what's the autopsy? Who's checking it? Like if you're telling people don't check certain things or don't report certain things, a car crash, where's the bullets? You're not gonna sit like, you know what I mean? Like there's no. They just announced it, and this is before the days of like the internet. Yeah. If it happened nowadays, they couldn't have done that. You would have asked too many things. There would have been too many videos. Yeah. Some dickhead with his phone would have caught the whole thing. Like yeah. So no, I don't.
Yeah, man. It's gonna this is like you said. This is gonna go very, very deep. Like Mandelson is a big man within British politics. Like I said, for the last 30 years. So most of our recent prime ministers have been involved with this guy. So names might just keep coming because he's been. I'm thinking if this is a guy who was like vindictive. They say he was very like he was like you say a scumbag. He was a ruthless guy. Like if he's now in the crossfires, he's now thinking I can't be the news for the next week. So I'm gonna start bringing. You can come with me. You can come. No, there's no issue. I can't bring Tony and them man with me. But you little fucking Clegg and you this and you that. Yeah, you're going down as well, bro.
No, but at the same time,
Yeah.
he was up there many years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's up there like that nowadays. I don't know whether, because the thing is also as well, yeah, right? These people, the thing is, are they going to do proper jail time? No. Everyone who's
Probably
getting
not.
indicted, actually, that goes back to even the Epstein files, yeah. Nothing's going to happen to Trump. Nothing's going to happen to Clinton. Nothing. All these people who have been named will remember it for a little bit and then everything, whatever. But the point is, nothing's going to happen to them. But if they start like actually snitching, then certain people are going to go missing. Like, that's it. If we're not going missing, they'll just end up dead.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, I don't think he's stupid enough to actually say something.
Oh yeah.
If he's smart, like he's not going to say nothing. Yeah.
Just gonna firm it.
You have
to give his peerage away.
Yeah. What's happened to Andrew? Andrew's still walking large.
Yeah.
Like so. Yeah.
Good point.
Is he still in the country?
Probably. Like he's not. Yeah. Probably.
So you mean to tell me we were just like going about our day, bumping into Prince? Oh, no, not even Prince Andrew now. Andrew, whatever the hell. his name
Andrew Mountbatten wins. Andrew Mountbatten wins.
Yeah.
is. Oh, fair enough.
Possible. No, probably not in London. You're not gonna see him in London.
No.
but-
No.
Like, you might be in Polofordshire or Herefordshire, and you might just
You can't be
and you might enter a pub and just sit in the corner. You're like, what the
I
heck?
could just see him walking outside of Victoria Station getting his watch stolen. It could be worse. In East London, someone will flip flap you as well, man. Just a quick diss. When you're at your lowest, there's still lower to go.
Wait. Question. See, it says the devaluation of the
Currency.
How are we gonna transition between these deep
I mean-
and darker kind of things to talking?
How much time do we have?
I mean, how much time do we have?
I do want to do a proper.
We can at least
Look
like
on
touch on it, and then maybe like next
This
week go into
this is something that's not going away, so we can definitely talk about this next week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that
But
is-
in essence, or in short, I think it is just massive market manipulation going on. On a scale that has just not been seen before. Like before, they've been testing things, you know, fucking rug pulling you with a few stocks here, throwing some fucking crypto and NFT in your face just to fugazi you or some bullshit. But now we're talking fiat currency, we're talking gold, silver. It's
Trillions
insane
are moving.
market manipulation. And we said about this before, like a lot of smart money is moving and stuff like that. But I didn't see like fucking this level of.
And at the end of the
market
day,
manipulation.
this is something interesting as well, because this is they all say, everyone's cover is they say that Epstein comes to this kind of shit. He was the guy. Like
He knew about all the stuff happening before.
He knew nothing about the markets. He had the connections to the markets. Who was it? Peter Thiel, the Palantir guy. He went on Joe Rogan recently, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was introduced to Epstein as the best tax guy, the guy of the best tax knowledge." After he had committed the crimes.
Oh yeah, because he was like some accountant.
Yeah. That's the story. That's the story that everyone's giving, isn't it? So anyway, we'll see where that goes. But it's an interesting, you know, like I said, only a little bit of the shit has been revealed, in it. Like guys have given their story, and I'm like, is that the story you're gonna give? If more comes out and that's a story, you gotta stick with that story, bro.
I feel it's a very volatile kind of what's it? All of yarn and the fucking thread, right?
Your guys are better off staying.
Honestly, because I feel the
Don't say
more
nothing, bro.
stuff comes out, the more extreme things they're gonna have to do. Ultimately, this seems like we're just railroading straight into a war. That's the only way everyone's gonna forget about that. That's the next big fall guy is gonna be everybody.
Wait, actually, hold on. But we ain't even really. Obviously, we've mentioned Trump, but we're not actually really deep that yet. But a sitting president, most powerful country in the world, if he's involved and controlled and etc., what does that really say? Like in terms of like
They have to go to war. With who? Everybody. Why? I don't know. But
To cover this all up once and for good. Like,
Distraction, yeah.
take out everybody who's heard of the
What
battle.
files? What
Everyone
files?
knows.
What files? New Burkina Faso.
And then what file? Yeah, There's a guy on the table just pressing the button. Just hearing bare clicks. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, because Trump speaks about a lot of stuff. Has he spoken about this at all?
The last time he spoke about this is when he was saying what files.
What file?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
you guys are still talking about this.
You know what I'm saying? The man who talks about everything is quiet right now, so that's also kind of wild, isn't it?
He'll disappear for a week or so, and then come back loud for a month, and then disappear for a week.
We'll come back loud with another agenda.
Yeah.
And we'll use that.
Actually, because the thing is, I hear through different sources, that like the U.S. Navy and Air Force stuff is now stationed closer towards Iran. So that Iran that could get, because obviously there was a delay because they had to get all the things lined up, but now. Yeah.
Trump is lucky. He's lucky because he has the power to do that. But certain guys are like right now. He has the power to not say anything.
Well, they're
To
supposed to be
not
having
say
peace
anything.
talks on the April side.
Certain guys have to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I knew him because
Peace
of this and
talks.
because of that." Trump, he's right. I think personally, he's doing the right thing, and he's just not saying anything. He's not. He's like you say. He's moving the ships closer to the territories. His mouth shut. When it's time, he'll come out. But, yeah. So yeah, I think that's the best. That's the best case scenario for anybody. When your name comes up in this kind of thing, especially if you know like more is coming and you're involved, don't say anything.
Just, you know what, the quickest way to deal with this, just donate a load of money to like Battersea dog home or something like that.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh yeah, no, gave a few million to that. Yeah, leave me alone.
I don't know, bro.
As in like a distraction. Be like, oh look at me, I'm super charitable. Yeah, help some blind kids and I help like the old people and yeah.
Also blinded some kids.
Yeah, blind. Wow. Oh lord. Thing on that note, I can't see how we continue after that, bro. That's wow. That's devious, bro. That's even I wouldn't have made a joke like that. That's crazy.
No, it was dark. I can't lie.
Oh my god, that's dark. Wow.
No doubt. Actually, I want to ask: when do you guys think that within the next week we're gonna have more information on these files, or do you think
It's gonna be a little while before the next lock
a
comes.
little while?
Yeah.
A few months.
Maybe a
That
few
was a big.
months.
That was a big drop.
That was a massive DLC. There's a lot of time there's a lot of missions to do and a lot of things.
To get 2 DLCs in a week, but nah, man, it's very unlikely. Yeah, exactly. They'll charge you twice. They'll charge you twice for sure.
No, they're gonna push this out over the year. It's gonna be a drip feed thing. Maybe summer will get the next batch if we're lucky.
Summer.
So if we're lucky, summer.
Oh, okay.
I need the next free meal on my desk next week. That will make 6 million pages.
There's probably still more.
6 million. And that's a good time to end it.
Alright, cool. So we'll be back same time next week. It's been Mandemics, the podcast epidemic and systemic endemic. We were live and direct, so don't sweat it. No matter the topic, we just shell it. Top up ideas that phone credit, no longer just debit. Stir up the pot, then we chef it. Take a touch, don't quaff it. Let them land, don't wreck it. I did a bit backwards, but hey, you know what it is. We're back same time next week. Hopefully we got some more Epstein files. I don't think we will have any more Epstein files, but we'll have something else for you.
Hey, you never know, man. Someone might get shook and just go, it was him. Anyway, good.
Nah. Anyway, we're out. Peace. Ooh.
Oh, what? Actually, no one wants to know what I was.
Shit, hold on. I didn't even fucking end.